I'll start historically with my great-aunt Nell, who was a graduate, I think, in 1911. She was my grandfather's younger sister, and she was one of the brainier ones of the family. They were a family of 8, and Nell was the youngest of the 4 sisters, not the youngest of the 8. She had a younger brother. And she decided to study medicine, which was quite, well, it was unusual. But she chose a good time because we were leading up into wartime, and Nell became a surgeon and was maybe more working in the paediatrics after the war. She was associated with setting up the Redlands Hospital in a great big red sandstone villa off Great Western Road. So when I was a young boy, Aunt Nell was already retired, but she lived very near us, so we'd go over, and she wasn't quite a spinster. She'd married very late in life, but by then she was a widow, but she still had a great sense of fun. So she was perhaps the first female surgeon to graduate from Glasgow University. And latterly, when I was very young, I had a cousin born in Rhodesia then, and as a little girl, this cousin contracted polio. Well, her father was Scots-born, but was one of the people who'd emigrated to create a big farm in Rhodesia. They didn't have the facilities to care for his young daughter with polio. So at a very young age, she may have been just 5 or 6, I think she must have come to Glasgow, and Aunt Nell and her partner, a lady called Miss Crammond, they did early stages of physiotherapy for her. My cousin Lynn wore calipers as a little girl, and she went on to a glittering career as a Paralympic athlete in the inaugural Paralympic Games in Rome, 1960. Came away with heaven knows how many gold medals for swimming and wheelchair, javelin, and I know not what else.
Fantastic.
And that was with Nell's help in building up her limb strength as far as possible. There is a photo of, I think, her colleagues in one of the cabinets down here, yes. And there's various photos that we have in the family, of Nell and her fellow classmates. But they would go on to more conventional medical roles. I don't know if any others went into surgery. That's maybe for some Royal Infirmary archivist to dig up.